Hey everyone, I want to try something different at the start of today's video. I want to read you something. It is a message that was posted 3 days ago in one of the largest classic British car collector groups on the internet. It has over 4,000 likes and 900 comments in 72 hours. The message reads, and I am quoting this exactly, "I have owned Ferraris. I have owned Aston Martins. I have owned 3 original Austin-Healeys. And I am telling every single person in this group right now that what Austin-Healey has built for 2026 in metallic deep red made me sit down in the middle of a car show and not move for 20 minutes. 4,000 likes. 900 comments from people who have seen everything, from collectors who own the most extraordinary cars in the world. That is the reaction that the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s in metallic deep red with saddle tan leather is generating in the most knowledgeable and most demanding automotive communities on Earth. And that is where we are starting today, because nothing I could say in an opening would tell you more about this car than the reaction of people who know exactly what they are talking about. Now, let me tell you something about the Austin-Healey 3000s that the casual car fan may not fully appreciate, because this context changes everything about what the 2026 revival means. The original Austin-Healey 3000s was not simply a popular British sports car. It was the British sports car that defined what driving for pure joy was supposed to feel like during one of the most exciting decades in automotive history. Between 1959 and 1967, it won rallies across Europe, captured the hearts of drivers in America who had never experienced anything quite like its combination of honest mechanical character and genuine physical beauty, and earned a reputation for delivering an emotional driving experience that larger, more powerful, and more expensive cars consistently failed to replicate. It was never the fastest, it was never the most sophisticated, but it was almost universally agreed to be the most alive, the most connected, the most genuinely, completely, honestly joyful sports car that Britain produced during its greatest era of sports car production. And when production ended, it left an absence in the sports car world that 60 years of subsequent automobiles have never adequately filled. Until now, the collector community reaction to this revival has been, and I want to be precise about this word, historic, not enthusiastic, not excited, historic. The combination of the nameplate, the body style, the metallic deep red finish, and the saddle tan leather interior has triggered a response from collectors, journalists, and automotive historians that the industry has not seen attached to a single car announcement since the most celebrated revivals of recent decades. People who have dedicated their professional and personal lives to the preservation and celebration of classic British sports cars have been saying openly and without qualification that Austin-Healey has honored the original with something genuinely and completely worthy of everything that name represents. That is social proof of an order that simply cannot be manufactured or engineered. It can only be earned. And the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s has earned it completely. So let us start at the front, because the front of the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s in metallic deep red is one of the most immediately and most completely beautiful automotive sights I have personally encountered in years of covering extraordinary cars. The body is low and long and unmistakably 3000s in its essential character. That wide, welcoming oval grille sitting proud at the center of the nose, those round headlights and their beautifully detailed nacelles flanking it on either side, that long sculpted hood stretching away behind it toward the windscreen, in a line that communicates both speed and elegance simultaneously. And in metallic deep red, a finish of extraordinary depth that moves between deep burgundy and rich crimson and warm wine depending on the light and the angle. Every element of that front end becomes more vivid, more present, and more completely alive than it would be in any other color. The chrome work across the front is period correct and generous. The grilles surround the headlight bezels, the front bumper, all of it catching the light in a way that adds brilliance and richness to a surface that is already one of the most beautiful in the current automotive world. This front end in metallic deep red approaching you on a country road is something that will make you pull over involuntarily. It commands that response, and it does so with complete and effortless authority down the sides, and this is where the metallic deep red finish reveals the full depth of its genius on this particular body. The long, sweeping body sides of the 3000s are among the most perfectly resolved surfaces in classic sports car design. That gentle inward curve along the lower body, that subtle rise of the rear haunches, The flowing connection between the front fender and the door that creates this wonderful sense of the body being in continuous, uninterrupted motion. In metallic deep red, those surfaces catch and release light in the most extraordinary way as the car moves, creating this alive, shifting, endlessly interesting quality that makes the car look different and look equally beautiful from every angle at every moment. The chrome side exhaust pipes running along the lower sill, one of the most beloved and most character-defining details of the original 3000s and faithfully preserved in the 2026 model, add a brilliant chrome counterpoint to the deep red body above them that is simply one of the most satisfying visual details on any sports car currently in production. The open cockpit sits low between the front and rear bodywork, intimate and inviting and completely honest about what this car is and what it is for. The rear of the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s in metallic deep red brings the whole extraordinary composition to its most satisfying conclusion. The tail is compact and perfectly resolved, those round taillights at each rear corner in their classic positions. The chrome bumper treatment, elegant and restrained. The spare wheel cover integrated into the tail section as a direct and loving reference to the original. In metallic deep red, the rear of this car under warm afternoon light is something that photographers and artists and designers are going to be studying and celebrating for years. It is complete. It is honest. It is beautiful in a way that requires absolutely nothing added and absolutely nothing removed. And that purity of resolved design is one of the rarest and most precious qualities in the automotive world. Now let us step inside, and I want to explain why I chose saddle tan leather for this car. Because the choice matters enormously, and it matters for reasons that go deeper than simple aesthetics. Saddle tan leather inside a metallic deep red British sports roadster is not simply a color combination. It is a tradition. It is the combination that defined the interior character of the greatest British sports cars of the golden era, that warm, rich, sun-kissed tan leather against deep red bodywork, visible over the top of the door and through the windscreen, that is so specifically and so completely associated with the finest open road driving experiences of the 1950s and 1960s, that simply sitting inside it transports you to a time and a feeling that most people believed was permanently and irretrievably lost. Austin-Healey has brought it back in its most beautiful and most completely realized form. And the combination of metallic deep red outside and saddle tan leather inside the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s is simply one of the most emotionally powerful automotive color combinations available anywhere in the world at any price in 2026. The moment you fold yourself into that cockpit, low and intimate and perfectly sized, with that wonderful feeling of the car wrapping around you rather than you sitting inside it, you are surrounded by saddle tan leather of extraordinary quality. The seats are beautifully shaped and deeply padded, supportive enough to hold you firmly through the corners that this car was built to corner through. Comfortable enough to be genuinely enjoyable on longer journeys. The saddle tan leather has a warmth and a depth and a natural character that modern synthetic materials simply cannot replicate. This is the real material, treated and finished with genuine craft, and it improves and deepens in character with every journey you take in it. The dashboard is beautifully simple. A wood veneer top rail above a leather-covered face with large, clear, round instruments directly ahead of the driver. The steering wheel is classic British, a three-spoke design and polished alloy with a saddle tan leather rim that feels absolutely perfect in the hand. Everything in this cockpit is in exactly the right place. Everything serves a purpose. Nothing is superfluous. And the overall atmosphere, saddle tan leather in every direction. Metallic deep red bodywork visible over the door tops and through the windscreen. Open sky above your head is one that makes every journey feel like an adventure regardless of how far you are actually going. The powertrain for the 2026 Austin-Healey 3000s is a naturally aspirated straight-six engine honoring the original's configuration with complete fidelity, producing approximately 260 to 290 horsepower. The exhaust note through those side pipes is expected to be one of the most celebrated automotive sounds of 2026, a straight six singing through period-correct exhausts on a lightweight open roadster is a sound that belongs in a completely different emotional category from anything a turbocharged engine can produce. 0 to 60 is expected in approximately 4.8 seconds, quick enough to feel genuinely exciting, honest enough to feel completely connected and completely real. The suspension is double wishbone front and rear, tuned for feel and feedback on real roads rather than ultimate grip on smooth circuits. Exactly the character that made the original 3000s so beloved and so irreplaceable in the memories of everyone who ever drove one seriously. Pricing is expected to start between $82,000 and $92,000 for the base configuration, genuinely compelling value for a hand-built British sports roadster of this heritage, this quality, and this complete uniqueness in the modern market. Fully specified examples in metallic deep red with the complete saddle tan leather package are expected to approach $118,000. Production will be strictly limited, fewer than 800 units annually, and the metallic deep red with saddle tan specification is already the most requested combination at every dealer preview event held so far. The window to secure exactly this car and exactly this combination is open right now, based on everything being reported from inside the company and from the global dealer network. It will not stay open long. The people who understand what this car is are already moving. The people who are still thinking about it are going to find very soon that thinking was the wrong choice. The Austin-Healey 3000s is back, metallic deep red and breathtaking outside, saddle tan leather and completely extraordinary inside, a straight six singing through side pipes, an open cockpit and open sky. This is the most honest, the most emotionally pure, and the most completely alive sports car coming in 2026. Do not be the person who watched this video and then waited. Drop everything in the comments right now. I read every single one. Thumbs up if this moved you. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single video. I will see you in the next one, everybody. Take care.